Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk. It's brought to you by the Detroit Lions on the Prowl and the Belly Up Sports Network. Today, draft recap with a kneecap. We're going to go into the draft recap, what we think about the draft and the direction going forward. But before we get into all that, I got to bring in one of my co-hosts, the man of steel himself, Curt Steele.
What up, though? Welcome to the show, people. You know who we are. We are Detroit Lions on the Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. We got your Detroit Lions on the Prowl Wall of Fame. Definitely, we got your comment cards. We got the question of the day and dessert with your man, Curt, because you know how we do it. But first, subscribe to the channel. Join the family, because we don't have fans. We don't have viewers. We got family, and it's all love right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. But who we got up first? Who? Coach Jones. Who? Coach Jones.
Coach Jones. Who is Coach Mike Jones? What's going on, Lion fans?
Hey, let's get this thing started
right now.
There you go.
It's Detroit Lions talk, baby.
Well, from the sounds of it, after we drafted St. Brown, I felt like people finally would get off my ass about not getting a receiver. So, but
welcome back to the show, people. Man, let's look at that interesting clip that Brad Holmes. I mean, he just had a really great draft weekend. Jim, what you got on the regime's draft weekend, and particularly Brad Holmes?
Oh, my God. Get off my ass about a wide receiver, man. Just get off my ass. That was so funny. But it was like the celebration. We're going to talk about Penei Sewell in a minute, but the celebration when they got Penei Sewell, it reminded me of Happy Gilmore when he was throwing that caddy around. I was scared for Rod Wood's life. I thought he was going to kill him. And you see the owner lady, Sheila Fordham, going to her phone real quick, like, I ain't in this, man. I'm getting buried my head in the phone so I don't get mauled. But it was the excitement is something I've never seen. The honesty is something I've never seen. I mean, have you ever seen a general manager come out and say, get off my ass about a pick? I've never seen that in my entire life.
Nah,
such a refreshing change from the Patricia and Quinn era baseball bat.
You know what though? I think Sheila encourages those guys to just be who they are and be themselves and be 100% authentic. You know, she built this culture. She wants the culture to be transparent and authentic, because we had such a bad group of personalities in the last regime. So she wants to change the culture, and that's part of the changing the culture, to make sure that you have guys that are just themselves. And I like the way that these guys just express themselves 100%. One of the rookies got a little bit too authentic, a little bit. They had
Onwuzurike,
they had
Levi Onwuzurike.
They had to go back and edit his
his shit out.
Edit it out.
That was funny.
But did you see his jersey, the mock jersey they had for him?
I seen that.
It's an F. Is it
effing up shit?
Yeah. So
I shared that on Instagram.
It is funny, but like you said, I like the transparency, but I like the exuberance and the excitement. And those guys are just who they are. What do you think, Mike?
I just like Brad Holmes, man. Because usually Brad Holmes, he's I don't want to say like usually he keeps it so professional, but that's not the term. Usually he's so modest and so humble, but he came out and he was like, man, get off my ass, man. and it just reminded me so much of Dan Campbell. I'm like, oh, they getting along good in the Lions clubhouse, man. Okay, I see now what's going on in it. Man,
and he said he thought the same as Dan Campbell. He couldn't believe how much they think alike, and I'm starting to see it.
Yeah,
right. All we missing is a Dominican Sue. I swear that's all we missing is Sue.
I think we might have got the guys with some of the Sioux attitude. We got some nasty type of guys.
We got some attitude though. If you look at even Penei Sewell, how jacked he is to be here. He's like, yes, sir. Detroit Lion.
Yeah, even the flex at the end, he's like, we in the D.
Yeah, I loved it, man.
That's what I'm talking about. You flexed on him, you know what I'm saying? And it's just the draft itself. I mean, I know we had a long weekend and it was just crazy. And, you just kind of look at it and I was like, this looks nothing like we've really seen before in Detroit. It started like, you kind of looked at it, was like, is this the same old stuff? And then you kind of go back and double back and look at it. It was like, nah, this is not the same.
We are building the trenches. Attitude. Oh,
yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Let's get into our picks and stuff. What do you got on Penei Sewell? I'm going to go to Mike first, and we'll go to Curt, and we'll finish up with me.
What I got on Penei Sewell is he's committed to playing football because when the offseason, the college offseason, they started getting ready for the draft, he said, I'm trying that left and right tackle. That shows dedication right there. And that kind of let me know a little bit that, okay, he knows he might go to the Lions because I don't think anybody wants to draft a left tackle top 10 besides Bob Quinn and move him to a different position. So, as soon as he said that caught my attention right there. I'm like, okay, he's doing it. And it's just his emotion and his dedication. Like, if you look, man, he just so, like, he wants it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he's hungry. He hasn't played in a year. And he just want to hit somebody. You could tell he could be on the D-line. We need to put him on 3rd and short.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think he could play D-line, to be honest. Go ahead, Curt.
Well, he has a tackling skill. If you look at some of the tackles he's made off of interceptions, the guy can hit. So, just to caveat on what Mike said, the guy, humble upbringings, America Samoa, grew up in a shack, one bedroom, like shack, just him and his family, and before moving out to Utah as a young kid. But he's one of those guys where it's just football's in his blood. Dad's a coach, you know what I'm saying? He's one of those guys that just looks around and submerges himself in football and the football culture. I like the fact that his attitude is, I'll play wherever they put me. Wherever they put me, I'll play. Because some guys can come in and be prima donnas and, well, I was a left tackle and I want to play left tackle. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'll play wherever they want me to play. And I like the fact that we have a familiar face on the team for him as well. Crosby was his teammate when he was a freshman in college, so he has a familiar face coming. That was his big brother on the football team, so he has a guy that plays his position. That was kind of his mentor, when he first got to Oregon. So he's a humble kid, but he's hungry. He's ready to, like he said, he ready to put his helmet on and run through somebody. Now he didn't say run through the wall. He said he want to run through somebody. But I mean that's a little difference. You know what I'm saying? You want to run through somebody. He's ready to hit somebody in the mouth and and make them hurt. That's the one thing that I see with a lot of these, especially the defensive guys that we drafted. It's like they want to punch people in them. I mean, there are some angry, nasty, aggressive type players we got on the Lions in this draft. So, and Penei Sewell is the top of the heap. Man, and I was just so excited. I mean, we've talked about this on the show plenty of times. People were talking about, well, we got to take Justin Fields. We got to take Devontae Smith or Waddle or Chase. I'm like, I want the big, nasty offensive tackle who can help solidify our offensive line. And that's what we got. I was just so amazed that he just kind of fell in our lap. And I was like, yep, that's the guy.
That speaks to a change in our culture, too, where the Lions generally don't have any luck whatsoever. But Sewell just fell right in their lap. The thing is, the smiles that I saw yesterday. The big grin from Levi Onwuzurike, the big smile from Penei Sewell. He's so happy to be here. When he was on the phone, he didn't get up excited right away. It was a little bit like, oh, what's going on here? He was literally in tears. You know, say it because we heard the other side of that phone call, and he was like, "You won't regret it." You know, that was his words, and they were hard to get out. Penei Sewell is a beast. He's a monster. He fits this O-line. Unfortunately, he's going to have to take his big brother's spot.
Oh yeah, that right tackle. Yeah. Crosby ain't getting that
because he ain't getting that now.
You
look at the youth on this offensive line, how they can grow together. We should have a top 5 offensive line for years to come. It was the right pick. Brad Holmes wanted him. And Dan Campbell wanted him, and you seen the reaction in the war room. It was amazing. But this monster's like 6'6". He actually goes about. He says 325, but it's actually he kind of goes 330. I thought he went
somewhere around there. I mean,
oh wow.
You know, I just listed what the Lions have him listed on their site.
No, you're right. You're right. He is 2. Yeah. He is 3. Yeah, you're right. He is 3.
But you got to think about he took a year off, so he's not at his plant weight right now. So he's going to put some muscle on. He's going to put some weight on. You know, I think he's going to put on about 5 to 10 pounds. Right. You know, getting back into really football shape. Not saying he hasn't worked out, but I'm just saying football shape is still a little bit different when you get into your football shape, it's a little bit different when you actually, going out there and playing games. So, yes, big guy, you know what I'm saying? But here's the deal.
But he's quick.
I mean, you know what? It kind of showed me just how big Dan Campbell is. Because Dan Campbell is standing next to him. I'm like,
damn,
Dan Campbell's almost bigger than dude.
I know.
Like, wow.
Almost look at him in the eye.
But Dan Campbell said something at the end when he was introducing him. He said, and Penei Sewell didn't even flinch. He said, "This is the last time I'm massaging your shoulders. Is right here."
Yeah, I like that.
Like you already know, Dan Campbell.
This was the fun time. Now get to work.
Yeah.
But one other thing about Penei Sewell, he ran a 5.0940. This dude can move. And the thing is, he can get to the second level. He can take out a corner. We were talking about this yesterday on OMG, It's Lions Talk, changing to Coach Mike Jones's channel. We were on there yesterday. Go check that out. Subscribe if you haven't. It's Coach Mike Jones. Right now it's going by OMG, It's Lions Talk, so search that and subscribe. But we were talking yesterday about the blocking that we're going to have. We have the tight end Josh Hill. We have Aaron St. Brown that's going to be a good blocker in the slot. He's a big kid. We'll get to him later. But you think of all the blocking, the pulling that these guys can do. You toss a sweep to one of these really fast wide receivers or running back. Our running backs are going to get to the outside now.
Yeah.
Because he's going to take on the first level, the second level, the third level. You watch him, and he can block downfield. He knocks people down, pancakes people, but he also gets to that next level, quickly. And I think that he's going to be able to spring some of our running backs for a lot longer gains than we've seen in a long period of time.
Right.
Definitely. Pancakes and kneecaps, baby. That's what we doing right there with
pancakes.
Yeah, I like that. Pancakes and kneecaps.
Speaking of kneecaps, the next pick, Levi Onwuzurike. Oh, does he epitomize kneecaps or what?
Yeah.
He was actually asking on Twitter. He's like, I don't know what this kneecap thing means. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? It is a good thing, man.
Yeah. I sent him a 20 a minute video of the Dan Campbell speech.
Oh,
to let him know what kneecaps was, what it was all about.
Educate him. Educate the man.
Yeah.
He's a big kid, but he's on fire, man. Holy cow. This guy, you can play him at nose, you can play him at 3 tech. I think he works well in both of those positions. I think we have a lot of interchangeable DTs now. I wasn't happy with this pick at first, but I had been up for I don't know how long. And
we had been up forever.
After looking at it, the next day, I got really excited because I'm sitting here like, God, we're building the trenches for once.
Yep.
We are really building a defense. We're really building an offensive line. We're going to have a run game. We're going to have a defense. But Onwuzurike, he is a beast. He is quick, and he's powerful for 290.
Right.
Weighs about 290 pounds, but that dude is powerful. Got a good first move. He gets to he disrupts things. We'll talk about somebody else will probably talk about the little saying that he said that he got bleeped out for. But Curt, what do you think about Levi Onwuzurike?
Now we did profile him when we were doing our second and third round.
Yes, we did.
Picks. We did look at Onwuzurike at defensive tackle. One of the top defensive tackles in the nation. I think on a lot of draft boards, I think Dan Jeremiah had him 1. I think maybe McShay had him like 2 or 3 or something like that. So he was up there on the draft board. I know it was a light on defense, but I think we addressed a big issue. If you look at where we were last year, Brad Holmes came in here and said, we're going to address the trenches, but they were just going to not just address it just with anyone. We're going to take a look at best player available, and then that fits what we want to do and what we need. You look at it, the Lions had 2 problems last year, on both sides of the ball. 1, we couldn't run the ball. 2, we couldn't stop the run. So What did we do in the draft? in the first 3 rounds of the draft, we got better at running the ball with the offensive tackle, and 2, we got better at stopping the ball, stopping the run with 2 really aggressive and nasty defensive tackle. But Onwuzurike has just a nasty disposition when it comes to football. Watching him out there in the Pac-12, one of the big guys. I mean, a guy has a nasty attitude when they have to edit his media session because he was just cussing too much. I mean, he was ripping them off. I mean, he was like, he's ready to F somebody up, and he's just ready. I mean, that guy has a nasty disposition. Guys from Texas. I mean, a big fella. He's quick. He can get skinny. I mean, so he has size, but he can get skinny. If you don't know what get skinny means, that means he can make himself thin to get off of double team blocks, to shoot the gap and get after the quarterback or after the running back. So excited to see what he does. And the writing's on the wall for some of these defensive tackles that we have on our roster right now. Hey, you got these young fellas, they hungry, they coming in. If you ain't up to par and you can't get on the field, I'm gonna holler at you later. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I see with Onwuzurike.
Right.
Good luck in your future endeavors. What do you got on Levi Onwuzurike there, Mike? What do you see? You're a defensive line coach, so give me some coach speak on him.
One thing that stands out about him is he's an athlete. He's a 3-down guy. He's not a guy who can play just the run downs. He can play the pass downs because he runs a 4.840. So,
dang, really?
Yeah. So,
holy God,
he's a 3-down guy, and I like his attitude, man. I mean, and he's good at the pass and the run. So he's balanced. I just can't believe that we actually are getting these type of players.
Speak to this a little bit. Speak to his first step. He gets off the ball really, really fast, is what I'm saying. I mean, he gets off the ball his first step is quick.
Yeah, he has a quick hitch off the ball. He can get, this to start disrupting plays very fast. So it's not like he has any wasted movement where it's like the snap's there and then he's kind of just stuck on the line. He's got a quick step and he's a good point A to point B type of defensive tackle.
Yeah, that's what we have on Onwuzurike. Now we're going to go to defensive tackle. He was picked round 3, pick 8, 72nd overall. Defensive tackle, Alim McNeill. What do you got on McNeill there, Curt?
Hey, McNeill, man, crazy athlete. Did you know he played outfield as a defensive tackle in high school? I mean, the guy played baseball. I mean, to see him on the field, ridiculous athlete, ridiculous amount of skill on the baseball diamond. Saw him, smacking home runs. The guy ran well. To play outfield at that size is ridiculous. But
He was
I watched him
also a running back.
Yeah, running back as well. But seeing him down here in the ACC country where I live, I mean, the guy is just disruptive. He's one of the guys that stands out. He was a standout player on North Carolina State's defense. I think probably the biggest standout. Just nasty, quick as a hiccup. You can look at his size and his feet and the way he gets around is sort of similar to Penei Sewell. I mean, just on the defensive side of the ball, I mean, the guy can get disrupt the back in the backfield, get after those running backs like nobody's business at his size at over 300 pounds.
He reminds me of somebody, so I've got a nickname for him already. It's the mini fridge. He reminds me of Refrigerator Perry, only a smaller version, because he could run. He used to be a running back, so watch out for him on the goal line. I'm sure he would take the ball.
Yep.
Get some of that old school.
Might be a little
JJ
versatile for us, but no, he fits for me as a nose tackle in the 3-3-5 system. But I still think we're going to run a 4-3. He still could be a 3. He could move over to the 5. I'm not real sure about that though, as we have Penei, but you look at the rotation that we're going to have, keeping guys fresh, keeping guys, these guys have a huge motor, most of them, so it's good to rotate them in and out.
Yeah,
it's gonna be kneecap city, baby.
Yeah,
kneecap city.
I think so, man.
What do you think about McNeil, Mike Jones?
He is another 3-down guy. I think that's a reoccurring theme when it comes to those two guys. Is they're 3-down players.
And he's a freak athlete.
He's not slow at all, at all. So, he's another guy who can play run and pass. So he's going to be there every down. And I think he's going to give Penei a run for his money in there at the nose tackle 1 tech. So, but I think that he honestly, I think they're going to rotate him in and out. I think there's a 1A, 1B type of situation going on here, because I think we're going to try to keep our DTs fresh, so we're always attacking the ball. Yeah, true that, because we got enough now. So
we have enough.
We definitely do. I just like his strength and his athleticism, his size, his speed. And I don't know what to say, man. I can't believe that I'm talking about the Lions right now.
Yeah, I can't either. We're going to go to the next pick. He's the 3rd overall. We're going to finish the draft tomorrow with the 4th round picks and the 7th round pick. But we're going to go to that 3rd round pick, number 38 at 101 overall, cornerback Ifeatu Melifonwu. And I love this kid. I'm telling you, this kid can bring the heat. He can bring the hammer, and I like him. I even like him in the slot, going up against tight ends, stuff like that. He's got good size. He's got good hand length. I think this kid is going to be really, really good for us. I really do. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think about Ifeatu Melifonwu?
Big guy, smooth, can move really fast. 4'8" guy, 6'3", over 200 pounds. Can cover, great ball skills. Extremely aggressive, maybe too aggressive. That's probably why he had some missed tackles last year, where he was just trying to get a little over aggressive in the open field. So we can work on that. That's coachable. You can fix that. But looking at that young fella, no wasted movement. Just smooth as far as his size. And I posted this yesterday on Twitter. At 6'3", big guy, but that makes the outside corners we have right now at 6'1". Okuda's the shortest at 6'1". I mean, we got some big physical corners out there for the Lions, and I like the way that direction is going. So I like the fact that we have some guys that can compete not only with speed but with size as well. I mean, like I said, a 4'4" guy. I mean, he can get up and down the field, so he doesn't have to, and he's a press corner as well. So he's he's one of those guys. He plays one-on-one. He wants to lock you down. So that's what I like about the young fella out of Syracuse.
There is some people that think he could play safety. What do you think about that?
He could. I mean, he has the ball skills to do so, and he has the aggressive. He has the size and the ability and the speed to play back there and play free safety.
That would be a need at this point.
Yes.
What do you think about Ifeatu? We call him Iffy.
Iffy.
He ain't iffy.
But I think what he brings is he adds a piece to make the defensive backfield more versatile. Now we have multiple corners that can play inside, outside, and I think that's very, very key to a defense when you have corners who just aren't okay. I'm the left cornerback. I'm the right cornerback. When you got guys who can we need you to slide in, and he can slide in and not lose a step. I think that's big. And then we have guys who can play man and press.
Mm-hmm.
So or man and zone. So it's like, man, we got press corners, we got zone corners, we got guys who can play inside, outside. And then we're gonna have Aaron Glenn teaching those guys, man.
And Aubrey Pleasant.
Let me hold back some of the excitement.
Aubrey Pleasant.
Don't get Aubrey Pleasant. Don't forget the homie.
Yeah.
That's and think about that Rams secondary out there. You know what I'm saying? You got two really good coaches for on our secondary coming up for this next upcoming season. So, you got some guys that's going to put their stamp on this defense and, have some aggressive corners. Let's look at some of those, those guys that were kind of no names in LA and got big contracts this offseason under Aubrey Pleasant, especially from the Browns. I mean, I'm telling you, the Browns have signed half of the Rams free agent secondary coming off of last season. So they all in Cleveland. But like we said, this may be the precursor to Jeff Okudah moving to safety.
It could be. It could be. Who knows? I have one story about Iffy, and my wife wanted him for the Bears so bad it was crazy. And when we got him, she was so mad.
She was. I remember.
She was hot. She was hot. Like, uh-oh.
She was hot. She was like, y'all get on my nerves. Y'all make me sick.
But overall, I was so happy with the first 2 days of the draft. We're going to go over day 3 tomorrow. But right now, let's walk over to that Wall of Fame. Who do you got, Curt?
All right. On today's Wall of Fame, our bronze members, Detroit Drew, Midwest Lion, Bubba Bo, John Kapler, Detroit Lions Talk with Micro Mike, Sub-Z, Trap City, Boys Entertainment, Batman of the 313, Crystal Riley, Art Allen, Steve Castillo, and the Latino Lion. On our several members, we got Nomus J, Jason Portis, Cap Ice Cold, and Go Lions. All right, for our gold members, we got Barb Corso, North End Ken, baby, that moved up. We got Just in the D, Miles Gibbs, Randall Flag 606, Randy Prince, the Gridiron Blitz, and you know who it is, the Doctor. Dr. Detroit is always in. You know how we do it, baby. Hey, if you want to become a member of the Hall of Fame, just click the Join Now button at the bottom of the screen, the descriptions, and you will find out how to become a member of the Wall of Fame and become a member of the channel.
Detroit Lions trivia was paused for the draft, but we should have Detroit Lions trivia up tomorrow. So now we're going to go to what you thought. We're going to go to the comment cards, and Turner C. Burley says, Penei Sewell, yay! With a line, we have options. We can now run or pass. A big change. You ain't lying. That is a big change.
Yeah,
definitely. Okay, Be Ready Athletics K-Zoom Ninja says, another great show. Is good to have perspective from fans of other teams. Thanks. We're talking about Old Timer Dave, the GOAT himself.
Shout out to Old Timer Dave.
And you know the queen of the Prowl. You know who she is. Valerie Bordeaux. You know she's a big-time Bears fan.
Yeah. We got Ted Chaney. He said, awesome show. I'm excited about the future of the running game.
Me too.
Maybe I misunderstood your question. How many games with 100 yards rushing? I disagree. 5 to 7 games. With this O-line and 3 capable running backs, and commitment to run anything less than 10 games is substandard. I like that.
Ooh.
I like that. I like
Actually,
that.
he could be onto
He
something
said,
there.
"Don't put that evil on our line."
I think that O-line's going to be something special, and I think DeAndre
Yeah.
Swift
So,
and
too.
even the new kid we got has really good vision. I believe we're going to run better than we ever have
Yes.
since
Yeah.
Barry Sanders. I really
Yes.
do.
Strong.
Thomas Donner, the O-line engine to the Motor City. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Totally agree with you.
I
Yeah.
like that.
Papa Zoe snatched. I don't know what that means, but okay. Like I've been saying, next year the salary cap will help us along with all the draft picks we can stack up on defense and maybe a wide receiver or two. We will be in the driver's seats, not going to get all we need this year. You know, we wasn't going to get everything we need this year. It's
Right.
going to be a build. It's going to be a process. It's going to take a while, but you know, I like the direction that we're moving in so far.
Yes, I do
Harpazo,
too.
you are exactly right, man. I mean, you can't get everything in 1 year. They said that even. So, you know, I mean, I totally agree with you. And just the first draft and the first free agency, we have turned over this team. And so just imagine the next 2 years.
Yep.
Trenches first. All right. Doug Prince 72 says the Lions war room as the pick was in. Dan looked crazy happy.
Dan just looks crazy most of the time. But
Yeah,
yes,
he
he
does.
was crazy happy right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I think
the dude was excited.
If you look at Dan's like his neck, I think he has like weights in the room while right before he does an interview, and it's like because every interview, man, his traps, and man, he like it's pulsating, it's pump, it's pumping, man. It's like, man, does he have that much energy? Because
I think Dan Campbell has that much energy. He's just one of those guys. He's always on. It's just him. I mean, he's always pumped up and excited about what's going on. And to him to be where he is right now, I just couldn't be happier for him and how his mentality. He's just authentically himself and just a happy dude. So yeah, but he has that fiery side too. And I'm telling you, I can't wait for him to get in the press conference and we get one of those bad calls by a ref and it's going, man, Sheila, boy, you begin to have your checkbook ready.
I can't wait for the injury thing because I think he's going to be honest. It's like, how long do you think Swift's going to be out? Well, I don't know. He broke his leg, so you know what I'm saying? Just stupid stuff. I don't think he's going to sugarcoat it, but maybe he will. I don't know.
What the hell are you asking me for? I don't know. I ain't the doctor. I ain't the fan.
Well, he could be saying that too. He could say that because that's true as well. Question of the day today is, what do you think about days 1 and 2 of the draft? What do you think about this new regime? Give us both answers to those questions in the comment section below. And now we're going to go to my favorite part of the show, the dessert with my man Curt.
All right, so the draft is over. So go over and check out my man, OMG, it's Lions Talk.
Yes.
His draft analysis was yesterday. So go over to his channel, check it out. Him and Jim chopped it up about what they thought about the Lions draft. And when you get done with that, this morning, I just dropped it this morning, so it's out there. Shawnee J and I, the Die Hard Den podcast, we dropped our draft recap show as well, so it's out there on YouTube. So it's already out there. Go over there and check it out on YouTube or on Facebook. The videos fire. Me and Shawnee J break it down. So go over there. OMG is Lions Talk and the Die Hard Den podcast. That's the dessert today. Go over and check your boys, Curt and Mike and Jim out, and my man, you know who he is, Shawnee J.
Shawnee J holding it down, man. He's got so much information. He's like a library. He walks around like an encyclopedia, man. He really does. And so, yes, check out Die Hard Den. Check out OMG, it's Lions Talk. It's converting over to Coach Mike Jones, so it will change a little bit. But you can find it at OMG, it's Lions Talk right now. And today, my final thoughts are, I am in heaven. I am so excited. I am so pumped to see what we're going to do this year running the football. I see Jared Goff standing upright, having a cup of coffee, ordering a pizza, having all day back there to throw. Our wide receivers can get separation. That's something new. And we're going to be – I'm pumped. I'm just pumped. I'm so happy about who we got. I'm happy about all the picks, not just one of them, all of them as a combined, insurgence of this attitude that we're putting in this team. I see chips on people's shoulders. I see people wanting to bite some kneecaps, and I am ready for football right now. I wish they started tomorrow.
Oh yeah. My final thoughts for today is, you guys know I'm a defensive line coach, so that second and third round, man, those two D tackles, man, that we got, man, it really made my day to know that, hey, we're building in the trenches first. That's a different mentality than the last regime, who wanted to build outside in, or we're building inside out. And I think that speaks a lot to the knowledge of the guys that are building this roster, to the front office, to the coaches. I can't wait till the coaches get a hold of these guys. It's just going to be a good, positive feeling and a movement in Detroit. And I hope the fans are ready, man. I hope the fans understand football, and I hope they're ready, because it's about to be a change.
Yeah, it is. I got one more thing. I'm sorry. I seen this thing on Tom Grossi, and he does Green Bay Packers stuff, but he did reaction to every single all 32 teams. And when he came to the Lions, he had like a little teddy bear that was a lion, and he said, "We just had a good draft. Is this what positivity feels like?" Or something like that. It was really funny. You got to check that out too. It's Tom Grossi Sports. So if you go over there and check that out, it's really funny.
My final thoughts for today's show is that the direction has definitely, the wind has changed direction in Allen Park. It has a big part to do with the architect of what's going on, and that is Miss Sheila Ford Hemp. Shout out to the notorious SFH. She is a big part to do with that. But she as a leader, she said, "I don't know it. I'm going to get myself involved to know it, but I'm going to put people around me that know it." And that's what you see when you look at these guys, Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes, John Dorsey, Rod Wood. Those guys are making a concerted effort. Chris Spielman, to have a brain trust and make the right decisions for the team. So you look at that, you got some guys who in the draft, especially these first 3 picks, that fit with a nasty disposition and attitude, and I think it's going to transfer onto the field. I can't wait to see these guys strap it up and go ahead and get out there. So, and as always, you know who we are. We are Detroit Lions on the Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. And as always, you can check us out over on bellyupsports.com. Go over there, check us out. They have some great articles over there as well. A bunch of different podcasts over on Belly Up Sports. So don't forget, if you miss us here, you can go over there and check us out on Belly Up Sports. Subscribe to the channel, because, you got to be able to join the family, because we don't have fans. We don't have viewers. We got family, and it's all love right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. And go down to Fanatics. Hey, the link is in the description. You're going to buy some Lions gear anywhere. You're going to buy that Penei Sewell jersey and whoever else jersey. So you might as well go down and click the link in the description down below to Fanatics, and a portion of the proceeds from the sale from that link will help us grow this channel just for you guys. Hey, it is Monday. We look forward to you, joining us for the rest of the week. We have more draft breakdown, and we're going to get into those undrafted free agents, because we got some guys that we signed that should have been drafted, and now they're on the Lions, and I'm excited about that. So as you go about the rest of your day, you know what you got to do, baby. You got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my fellas, Mike and Jim, this is Curt Steele, and we will holler at you real soon.